Hello friends, welcome back to this video session on Java Programming Fundamentals. In this video, we'll learn about how to read the input from user. So there are two ways we can read the input from user. One is using command line inputs, we call it as arguments, and using streams. Here basically we'll talk about the scanner class. So let's first understand what are the command line arguments. So if you have a class called as sample and this is how you run the Java class. So Java sample is my class name, and you can also pass the values here. So these values which we are passing at the time of execution are called the command line arguments. Okay, and if you have seen the signature of a main method, so it is public static void main string args. So these values, whatever we pass at the time of execution, these values will be stored into this string array. Okay, and we can fetch the value from the string array, and then we can use these values into our program. So let us understand this these command arguments using a simple program. So I'll create a simple Java class. So class command line demo, and I'll put a main method into it. So public static void main string args, and then I will fetch the values considering the values are passed from this. So I'll now write integer a is equal to, or integer n1 is equal to args of 0 and integer n2 is equal to args 1. Now look at this assignment operator. This args 0, it is an array. It is an array of string. It is an array of string, and the string is a special data type in Java which is of reference type. So we are trying to assign a reference value to a primitive value. That is not allowed in Java. You cannot do that. A string, you cannot assign it to an integer. So what should we do in order to assign the value? So whatever values I'm passing, those will be of integer type only. Now for example, this is my class name, command line demo. I'm going to execute this command later on. So command line demo is my class name, and then I will pass 4 and 5 values to this program. So now what is going to happen is this 4 value will be stored into this array, which is string array is equal to 4, but that 4 will be stored in this format, string 4 format, and args1 is equal to will be stored 5. Now that is again is of string format. But we want these inputs as integers. We cannot directly get it from integers from command line. It's always in the form of string, and that we need to convert back into integer or any other data type using some techniques. Now in order to convert this 4 value, which is in the form of string, into integer, we can make use of wrapper classes. Wrapper classes. Now whatever number of primitive data types we have, in order to represent these primitive data types into reference types, we have these wrapper classes. So for byte, to represent byte, we have byte class. For short, we have a short class. For integer, we have an integer class. For long, we have a long class. For float, we have a float class, F capital, and for double, we have a double class. For boolean, we have a boolean class, and for character, which is a primitive type, we have a character class. Okay, and these classes provides important methods in order to convert your string value into integer value. Now for example, I want to convert this string value into a byte value. Then I can use byte.parseByte method. So this three value is in the string format, but which is ultimately a byte value. Then I'm going to convert it this way: byte.parseByte. Similarly, we can use short.parseShort. So it accepts a string value. And here integer.parseInt, long.parseLong, again float.parseFloat, we have double.parseDouble. Boolean.parseBoolean. And we do not have character.parseChar. This method is not present in the character class. In order to get that, we can use the args of 0.charAt. So this way you can use in order to get a character out of that string. Right. So these are the methods we can use in order to convert our string values into the respective data types. So here, coming back to this example, I cannot just write this way because I'm assigning a string value to integer and that is not allowed in Java. So I need to use integer.parseInt. And if you see, I'm calling this parseInt method onto the integer class. So this parseInt method is a static method. Static methods are those methods which can be directly called with the class name. We do not require an object to call the static methods. So here also I'll use integer.parseInt args1. So now we have got those two numbers and I can do some operation onto that, like integer sum is equal to n1 plus n2, and then I can display system.out.println sum is, and again you can see I'm going to use this plus operator, which is a concatenation operator. So if I use plus along with a string, it is always a concatenation. Plus on string is always a concatenation. So if any of the operand is string, plus operator is going to concat. And these things I'll put into the comments. So there are three types of comments in Java. So this is single line comment, this is block comment or multi-line comment in Java, and there is one more type of comment called a Java doc comment. So this is a Java doc comment. For documentation purpose, you can use this Java doc comment. So this is the syntax for using Java doc comments. Alright, so let me just save this file into my folder java_session command line demo.java. Okay, and then I will open my command prompt, go to the directory, set the path, and so I'm setting the path to that bin folder because my Java C is located onto that bin folder, and I can use Java C, and my file name is command line demo.java. And the compilation has been successful. I can use Java command line client is the class name. Sorry, command line demo is a class name. And if I execute it without passing the arguments, I will get this array index out of bounds exception because I'm not passing any value. And in the program, we're expecting the value at 0th location and the first location. So you must always pass the command line arguments in order to execute this. So I'll pass 4, 5, and you will see result is, or sum is 9, because the values are correct. Okay, and if I pass something else, like if I pass xyz and xyz, I will get again a number format exception, because the this method, it will be unable to convert that xyz value into integer value. So that is the reason number format exception will be thrown. So we'll be dealing with exception handling later on, but as of now, let us just understand it will be an exception when we give the incorrect values. So that is one way of reading the values. The other way of reading the values is using the stream, that is by using a scanner class. So scanner class is defined into this java.util package. Class can be used to read inputs from user at runtime. Now the problem with command argument is you can pass the values only at the time of execution. If you want the values at runtime into your program, you cannot fetch through command and arguments. You cannot go back to that command and execute again with different values. But here, using the scanner class, you can get the input at runtime. So scanner is a class defined into java.util package. So first of all, we'll have to create an object of this class. So scanner, scan is equal to new scanner. Okay, and we need to specify from where we are reading the input using scanner. So I must provide the input stream here, input stream, and by default an input stream is open when you start writing the program, which is connected to a keyboard called system.in. System.in is an input stream connected to a keyboard. So here we create the object, and that scanner class has many methods. Like if you want to read an input from user using scanner, scan.nextInt, scan.nextShort, scan.nextByte, scan.nextLong. Like this, we have many other methods. NextFloat, scan.nextDouble. And in order to fetch the, in order to get the string values, we can use scan.next method, one word input. And if you want a single line input, you can use scan.nextLine, one line input. Okay, so this word, this next will get only one word input, and next line will get. Okay, so let us see this scanner class with a demo. So I'll create a class scanner demo. I'll put my public static void main method, and then I'll create an object of scanner. As I told you earlier, scanner class is defined into java.util package. And then I'm going to say system.out.println, enter your name, and then I can use a string name is equal to scan.next, and I'll say system.out.println, enter your age, and integer age equal to scan.next int method I can use. And I'll say this using scanner demo .java, and then I will execute scanner demo .java, and then let us try to execute scanner demo. And I think public static void main. So let me just check my this. Okay, it has not compiled, so let me compile it again. Yes, so you see that there is an error at the time of compiling that scanner demo, because the scanner it is not able to find. And I told you the scanner is defined into a java.lang package. So we must also specify the package name java.util.scanner java.util.scan. So now if I compile, it is successful. And then if I run it, enter your name Sachin, age 23, and we get the input. Let me also put a statement here, system.out.println. Hello Sachin, hello name, your age is plus age. So I'm concatenating that string. We can compile it. Sachin, and hello Sachin, your name is, so your age is 23. So this way you can use a fully qualified class name in order to instantiate that class, or else you can use an import statement. So if I do not want to use this multiple times, you can tell the compiler to look for the scanner class into the java.util.scanner class. So whenever you refer a scanner into your program, compiler will check that scanner class into java.util package. So we are telling the compiler that our scanner class is in the java.util package. So let us recompile it. Successful. Execute. So hello Rakesh, your age is 12. So that is all we have in this video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.